Am I the a-hole for telling my husband if I knew that before, I wouldn't marry you? Me and husband, we been together for 4 years now. His family is great, but after a year dating we moved in together and I started noticing that his dad was always calling him 4 or 5 times a day, which I didn't mind, but it was odd. My husband was getting frustrated all time his dad called. Husband explained that he always felt bad saying no to them or not answering his calls. BTW, they have an older son that never answer the phone when called because of the same reason. I told him that there's ways to say no or to tell him not call when he was busy without being rude, so he did, and everything was fine for a period. I started noticing that on Mother's Day he would only take Emile to eat with his dad without me being included, which I'd find odd cause I was a mom too, and where I come from PR we celebrate all the mothers in general, but I didn't think too much of it. I really thought it was more cultural thing for him. So a year ago I got pregnant, and after the baby was born his parents started to showing up often, which I didn't mind cause I thought they had baby fever. I was wrong. The father-in-law just wanted to come by since they don't go anywhere and his family don't invite them much to places, caused the sir talks a lot. Since the baby arrival, husband had to change schedule to help me more since I work from home while I take care of the baby and the household stuff. Now when my husband have his days off, FIL want him to work on his cars or to do other personal stuff with husband, which for some reason he doesn't understand that his son is married and have other priority now, which wife, mother-in-law, is always apologizing to me because of it, but husband doesn't say no either, so father-in-law doesn't care much. A few weeks ago their car broke down and he went to rescue them while I was working around 11 a.m. Mind you, it was one of his days off. It was almost 9 p.m. and when I texted him and asked him if he was working on their car, he said no, that they were waiting for the tow truck, which I asked why he was still there. He replied back saying, "'Cause I'm making sure my mom is safe." Which I get, but she was not alone. Father-in-law was there and there were no real reason for him to be there and not be with his baby and wife. Yesterday we were laying down in bed and when I was watching a video that he was listened to and it was saying that wife should comes first, and he said no, it's the mother who comes first. Which I looked at him and told him, well, if that is your mindset you shouldn't have married in the first place and you should have stayed with your mom, as I attempted to explain to him why once you are married your new family should always come first, which he replied saying that's the women perspective and not everyone think like that. Which I reply back, if I knew that was your perspective I wouldn't marry you. He got upset and he stopped talking to me. Am I the a-hole?